What's up everybody, I am Jaspreet Singh and welcome to the Minority Mindset. You know, a lot of times you might think, man, if I just had $1 million, I'd be all set. But for real though, I think that starting off with a lot of money could be a really bad thing. I started my first business with literally no money. My parents were not about to give their half crazy son some money to start some stupid business. And if that wasn't bad enough, there was no way in hell my parents were going to support me starting a business, because my parents really wanted me to be a doctor, and anything that's not science or math related, well, that's just a waste of time because it takes away from my studies. You see, I come from a traditional Punjabi Indian house, and in our culture, certain professions bring more pride than others, and business, well, that's kind of lower on the scale. So I never told my parents about any of my first few businesses that I started. But when I broke the news to my parents that I wasn't going to be a doctor, it literally took my mom years to accept the fact that her son was going to be some entrepreneur. I officially started my event planning business, JS Entertainment, when I was in college, but when I was in high school, I started hosting teen parties. I wasn't really into partying, I just knew that the majority of people were, so I started putting these events together. The only problem was I didn't have any money to do this, so I partnered with a DJ. He fronted the money, I brought the people, and we split the profits 50-50. Having a lot of money to start a business can be a blessing and a curse at the same time. Sure, you got the money to buy inventory, promote your products, wear nice clothes, and drive a nice car. You know, live that glamorous entrepreneur lifestyle.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom, now my whole team.
But if you've never built a business before and you're just given a lot of money, well, your learning curve can be really expensive. I know some people who were given a lot of money by mommy and daddy, so they decided to start a business. Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. It's your money. Use it how you please. I think it's actually a lot better that you're deciding to start a business instead of buying a brand new Louis Vuitton wardrobe. But what I've seen happen is when you have all this money, you don't have that same fire on your ass to succeed and make every single dollar count. It's hard to imagine at the time, but there's a lot of value and a lot of power in having your back up against the wall and having no one support you and having no option but to succeed, right? It creates this succeed or don't eat mentality, and you cannot replicate that. Plus, if you haven't earned a dollar, you don't realize how hard it is to get that first dollar from your business. I've seen people in this position who just blindly throw money on advertising without having any sort of clue what kind of return they're getting. I'm not saying it's a bad thing to start off with money. I'm saying it can be if you don't know how to use it wisely. When you have to bust your back end to earn your advertising budget, you know damn well what's going on. You know everything from A to Z, front to back, and you know exactly how you're advertising and what kind of return you're gonna get. If you spend $100, it's not like, oh, well, I got some exposure. No, it's like I spent $100, I got 172 Instagram followers, I got 73 email subscribers, I got 100 hits on our website, I made 2 sales, and one of those purchasers was a repeat buyer. Right? When you're bootstrapping your business, you're going to know exactly what's going on because it's that succeed or don't eat mentality, and then it pushes you to be more creative. When I was running GS Entertainment, I didn't have the money to buy advertisements or pay promoters to get people to come to our events and parties, so I had to be creative. So I would open up my computer and I would go on Facebook and I would Facebook message one popular person per friend circle at all of the local universities, and I would say, hey, congratulations, you've been selected to get VIP access at our next event. You will get to skip the line, you don't have to pay cover, and you get special access into our VIP area. All you have to do is share our event flyer on your Facebook page and make it your profile picture. Guess what? None of those things cost me a single penny, and nobody goes to an event or a party alone. So yeah, I'll let a handful of people in for free, but they would all bring all of their friends and they had to pay to get in. If I had the money, I could have easily just bought a whole bunch of advertisements or hired people to go out and promote our events, but our profits would have gone down the drain. When you have too much of a money cushion, especially before you learn how to operate your business, it's easy to get comfortable. This is honestly the easiest way to beat somebody, because when somebody gets comfortable, they don't see the need to work that hard. They don't see why they need to stay up late and finish their work, and they don't feel that fire to go that extra mile and make things happen. Yeah, I get this is not the same for every single person, but this is what I've seen happen. So if you're in that position where you have that extra money, you're gonna have to work even harder to find that fire inside of you to go that extra mile. And for everybody else, don't feel bad for yourself. You already have a reason. You already have that fire. Go out and get it. MIH. Make it happen. What's up, everybody? If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and share this with your friends on Facebook so they can learn too. Don't miss our new videos on entrepreneurship, business, and money every single week. So hit that subscribe button or hit this button right here, even if you're on your phone. Follow me on Snapchat and follow us on Instagram over here, and check out some of our latest videos by clicking these buttons below. And as always, keep hustling.